Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be taking chart requests directly from the live chat. So if you guys are tuning in live, make sure you drop your request inside of the chat. A couple things before we get into those requests. Guys, we are looking at a big, massive potential breakout here. Ethereum is absolutely ripping, breaking through that 25%, that 2500 resistance. Volume is starting to pick up here. And you could see that we have a green dot on Ethereum's weekly chart. So the last time we got a green dot on the weekly chart of Ethereum was all the way back here in April. Okay, that's when we called the bottom. That was the bottoming signal right there at around 1600. It popped up about 100% from that move. It took about, I don't know, a couple weeks to go up 100% off that signal, and we're getting another one here. So for those of you guys that are new, the red and green dots are typically our buy and sell signals. We take a few things into consideration. I will get into the trading rules and go over our strategy here in just a second, but I just wanted to point out that this is extremely, extremely bullish for Ethereum and altcoins. We'll see if we get some follow through here the rest of the week and into the end of the month. We are still right on target. Okay, we are right on target with our topping prediction being in Q4. Q4 is going to be anywhere from August to December. Okay, it's looking more like it's going to happen in November right now, but we will see. Things are getting excited, and don't be fooled, guys. This move is just getting started. Okay, you can see we've just been building a range. We've been range bound for the last 2 months. We've been going sideways, stuck in a range, just like we were stuck in a range here. This move is coming, and when it comes, it's going to shock people. And the sad part is the majority of retail investors are going to pile in at the top, just like they did in December. Okay, we were loading our bags in 2024 right here in August. Okay, we were loaded up. Okay, we don't want to buy when things are already up. We want to buy this consolidation, this ranging, and that blast off. But I just wanted to point out that green dot on the weekly chart of Ethereum. Also, the monthly dot closed in June there. Bada bing, bada boom. What's up, Daniel, my brother? I appreciate you, man. That's awesome, dude. Appreciate you, brother. I'll get to you guys' request here in just a second, but shout out to my man Daniel in the chat right there for that big donation there. I appreciate it, man. I love you guys. I'm happy to be back here. Happy to be doing the TA. I took 2 weeks off, went to the beach, went on a fishing trip with my dad, spent some time with my wife, had a great time. Now it's back to business here on the channel. I love all you guys, and I do this for y'all. I don't do this for myself. I do this for you guys. It's all about the community here at Overkill Trading. It's not about any one person. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us succeeding together. That's what it's always been about. So Ethereum, again, this thing closed in June. Okay, you guys saw that. If you guys were in the Discord, we were talking about this. The monthly signals are going to be the most accurate signals with the indicator that we use down here. All right, this indicator is the most accurate on the higher time frames. That's why we like to focus on the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. Okay, but the monthly dots are going to be the most accurate. You can see the last time we got a green dot with the wave all the way down here was back here in November of 2023. That was about 2.5 years ago, and that thing ripped from around 1,700 all the way up there to around 4,200. Okay, before that was back there in June of 2023. Sorry, January. That was at 1,000, and it ripped all the way up. That was a 300% move that last time. So again, I feel really bad for the Bears. I feel really, really bad. They had an awesome couple days a couple weeks ago, but the Bulls make money here, folks. The Bulls are absolutely making money, and don't be fooled, guys. This move is just getting started again. Our target going into altcoin season is going to be in Q4. My prediction, okay, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, but what I'm seeing on these charts, okay, after you get a green dot here, that normally means we're going to go up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Anywhere from 1 to 6 months. Okay, so that means the next 6 months should be up. 6 months right now puts us somewhere in January. Okay, but I think we're going to top somewhere around October or November. Could be sooner than that. But with the things going on right now, it's insane, guys. You got XRP, the company of Ripple. We saw that news over here drop today. I don't know if you guys saw this, but where was it? It was right up here. XRP Ripple is applying. So Ripple is the company that created XRP, right? They are the company that created XRP, and they are applying for a banking license, meaning they are going to be a freaking bank here, folks. So that is a game changer. I mean, literally, you're looking at the total shift of an entire outdated financial system happening right before our eyes. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not a light switch, but it's been happening over time here. And that was huge, huge news here. XRP is also given a green dot here on the weekly chart. Nothing yet on the monthly chart, but I do think that thing's coming here in July or August potentially. But we had two bottoming signals here right at around 220. I mean, 220 has been, we got the signal right there at 220, signal right there at 220. That's telling us, hey, this range right here is the bottom. I don't see XRP going below $2. The fact that we're getting two signals right here at the same price tells us that there is a very good chance that right here is the bottom. Okay, the last time we got a green dot, okay, with the wave down here, was all the way back in November. We called this out in November. If you guys were on the channel, if you're in the Discord, we called out XRP at 40 to 50 cents, guys. We weren't buying up here at $3.50 like everybody else. We were buying down here, okay? And I think $2 is the new 50-cent level for XRP, and I think you're going to see a really big move here in June and into the end of the year, okay? So let's get into our trading rules real quick for the people that are new. I just want to go over our strategy real quick, just so you guys have an understanding of what we're looking for when we're taking your guys' chart requests inside of the chat. We are swing traders here on this channel. We focus on a monthly and a daily chart. Yes, we look at other time frames like the weekly and the 1 hour and the 4 hour, but typically we are focused primarily on the monthly and the daily chart. Our time frame for trades is 1 to 6 months out. So if we buy something and it goes down 5% the next day, it doesn't matter because we're buying for the prices in 1 to 6 months. Okay, we're not day traders here. This is not a day trading channel. If you want to day trade, there's plenty of other channels on YouTube and all around that'll teach you how to day trade. I kind of didn't like the whole 90% of people fail at doing that. So we take a different approach here. A lot of day traders actually fail. A lot of those people on social media are actually just making their money off of selling a course of some sort to teach you how to day trade. But 90 to 95% of people who day trade fail. We take more of a swing trading strategy, and we're looking to actually invest and hold for 1 to 6 months. So we enter and exit positions using the trading indicator. The trading indicator is everything that I'm going to be talking about here today. That's going to be the EMAs. That's going to be these red and green dots down here. That light blue line is called the stochastic RSI. We'll get into that as well, and also the Fibonacci. So the Fibonacci is actually a way where we determine where we want to sell our assets. Okay, typically I'll get into the sell strategy here in just a second. Let me just go down the rules and go down. So again, green means buy, red means sell with the indicator. We only want to buy assets that have a green dot or a green candle on the monthly chart. Okay, so this is a very important rule, guys. The monthly chart is our primary focus. Okay. So what we want is a green dot or a green candle on that monthly chart. So, I mean, there's been a ton of them going off here. So if you look at XRP, it has a green candle but no green dot. Okay, let's go to a different example here. Let's just go to like Bitcoin, for example. Okay, so you can see that these green dots on the monthly chart have called the bottom of Bitcoin all the way back here since 2015. It called it right there in 2015, right there around $300. It went all the way up to 20,000. Printed a red dot on the monthly, and it sold off for about a year and a half. Called the bottom here in 2019 at 3,000, went all the way up to 70,000, printed some red dots here at those levels, sold all the way off for a year and a half. This one was called out in the Discord on the 2023 in January at about 16,000, and obviously it's sitting up here at 109 to 110 right now. You also had one right here, a green dot right here back in October. That was 27,000. Another one right here in November, and you got one in May a couple months ago as well. And again, just moving up. So what the green dot tells us on the monthly chart, why this is probably the most important rule of our trading strategy, is the fact that the green dot on the monthly chart, okay, you can trade a green candle if you want, but the green dot is going to be more confirmation. It's more accurate than just a green candle because the candle can flip the red at any time. But if your asset has a green dot on the monthly chart, what that tells you is, like I said earlier, we are going up for 1 to 6 months. Okay, the trend is in our favor. Okay, so when we get that confirmation on the monthly chart, what we want to do is zoom into the daily chart. Okay, and on the daily, we want to be looking for the daily dots. So once you get the signal from the monthly, you want to shift over to the daily. Okay, just like on Ethereum here. Okay, we got the Ethereum signal in June. So we are actively looking to buy Ethereum on these green dots. Okay, you could have got that one right there at 2400 right there a couple weeks ago. We were calling that out. We called this one out as well right there around 2400. But again, Ethereum has just been ranging for the last month and a half, right? We haven't really gone anywhere. We've been going sideways, okay, setting up. Okay, normally when there's consolidation like that, when we go sideways, that means a big move is coming. And you got to be the person that's going to determine, okay, is this move going to be up or down? Okay, do I think crypto is going to go up when Ripple's getting a banking license to become an actual crypto bank or whatever the hell they're going to do? Okay, you got to look at the fundamentals. Okay, but again, the strategy is pretty simple. I have an equation right here for you guys. Buying strategy is monthly green dot plus daily green dot equals buy. And when you're looking for those daily green dots, you want them to be on the EMAs. You want to buy on the EMAs, on the averages, okay? Let me just hide the Fibonacci real quick. The averages are our moving averages. Okay, we use a 50, a 200, and a 100, okay? So when you're way off of those moving averages, okay, we actually have something called a cheat sheet over here in the Discord. Okay, the mean, that is the average, right? We don't want to buy assets that are way up off of the mean, way up off of our moving averages, right? A green dot way up here, we don't want to buy, right? Like these green dots right up here. If you would have bought that green dot on Ethereum right there at 3,800, you got clapped, okay? We want to buy the green dots into or around the moving averages. And I would still say Ethereum is right on its moving average. It's only about 7% off of it. Okay, but once you start getting way off of those averages, the moving averages, okay, that's when you get into trouble. Okay, when you get that 25, 30% extension off the moving averages. Okay, that's a long way. Look at back here in 2024. That was in March on Ethereum. You were sitting 40% off of the moving average. That's like going to the grocery store and buying your groceries at a 38 to 40% premium. Okay, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't go buy on Wednesday if groceries were 40% more expensive. We want to buy at a fair price. How do we know we buy at a fair price? We're looking at the average. We're looking at the mean. Okay, you got the 6-month moving average, you got the 3-month moving average, and you got the 2-month moving average. Those are the averages we are looking to buy. And when they get really tight like this, you guys see that tightness? See how close together they all are? That means a big spring move is coming. Okay, a big move is going to happen, either up or down. And today that move is looking like it's going to be up because you got a big fat breakout candle right there on Ethereum. And again, I truly believe this move is just getting started, folks. We are bullish for 1 to 6 months when we get this signal here. We got that last month. That was confirmed. Okay, I definitely think Ethereum is going to be trading anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 here by the end of 2025. So again, this move is just getting started. If you've made it through all this consolidation, this boring phase of the market over the last month where we're just not moving, it happens, okay? It happens, okay? We go sideways, we go up, we go down, okay? The markets can only do 3 things, guys. It can either go sideways, it could go up, or it could go down. It's up to you to determine what phase we are in. Are we going straight up? Are we going straight down? Or are we going sideways? It's easy to look at the chart and say, okay, right here we're going down, right here we're going sideways, and right here we're going up. So if you've been buying for the last month and a half, I think you're going to do very, very well if you have the patience to hold. Okay, so that's the buying strategy. Real quick, I'll go over the sell strategy, and then we'll get into those chart requests. So drop those in the chat. I will be taking those here shortly. Okay, we have 2 different selling strategies. Sell strategy number 1 is that we want to sell a red dot inside the red zone on the daily chart. So with this sell strategy, we're focused on the daily chart. Okay, what are we doing on the daily chart? We are looking at our red zone on our Fibonacci. And again, if you guys do not have these indicators, if you don't have the red and green dots, the stochastic RSI, the Fibonacci, you guys can get this entire loadout by coming over here to the trading indicator tab. You click on this link right here, It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads directly into your TradingView layout. So you'll get all the signals, all the indicators, everything you need. Your screen is going to look exactly like my screen. Okay, everything is going to look the same as mine. Okay, it's a plug and play, 2 clicks, boom. You're in and you're ready to go. Okay, but back to that selling strategy. We want to sell the red dots on the daily. This is focused on primary the daily. Okay, in the red zone. You see how Ethereum was up here back in December when everyone was excited? This is when we want to be looking to take some or all of our position off of the table, depending on the market and where we're at. Okay, you can see it called the top. These red dots were coming up here at around 4,000. We were at the top of the red zone on the Fibonacci. If you guys don't know what a Fibonacci is, I got a free trading course in the Discord as well that you guys can watch right here. There's a good video on it right here. Okay, this is not my video, but this guy explains the Fibonacci tool very, very well. And that is sell strategy number 1. So right now, Ethereum is nowhere near that red zone. The top of the red zone right now for Ethereum is 4,000. Okay, we're sitting a long ways off of that. So we're not thinking about selling here, right? Yeah, we're up 7% today. Yeah, exciting. Awesome. But we're nowhere near our sell target, okay? Our sell target is up here, okay, inside the red zone. So that's sell strategy number 1. Sell strategy number 2 is we sell when the stochastic RSI, that's that light blue line on the trading indicator, when that hits the white dotted line, this one's on the monthly chart, okay? So we're looking at the monthly now. So you see the stochastic RSI, that light blue line, this is our second sell strategy. So when this stochastic RSI, this light blue line, when that comes up here and touches the white dotted line on the monthly, that is sell strategy number 2, okay? And boom, you could see it happen right back there in March of 2024, called the exact top right there at 4,000. And it also happened back here in 2021, right there around 4,300. Okay, we were topping right in this area. Okay, and our goal is to never time the exact top. It's just to get out close to it. Okay, those are our 2 selling strategies. So again, one is on the monthly, one is on the daily. And again, if you guys want to learn more about the strategy, come over here. There's a free trading course you guys can check out there. Okay, so let's get into your guys' requests. I'll be taking them here from the live chat. We'll be live here for an hour or two, taking your guys' requests. I hope you guys have had a good couple of weeks. I had a great vacation. I'm really excited to get back to charting and hanging out with you guys and conquering these markets. So what do you guys got? You guys got chart requests here? Let me see in the chat. What's up? What is happening? I see one here for CLSK from Brad. CLSK, we've been holding this one since $7. It's up almost 100%. Got that green dot there last month at around around 8. This one's doing well. Okay, my target on this one is from $18 to $20. $18 to $20 is my first target there for CLSK. But that one, really nice breakout here today. Beautiful breakout. That was up 12%. Again, our entry on that was right here around 7. And that thing's up almost 100% since I bought it, at least. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I'm targeting anywhere from 18 to 20 there at the top of the fib. What else you guys got? I see one for Ondo. And if I miss your guys' request, just keep putting it in the chat for me. We get a lot of requests, so I'm not skipping you or anything like that. I'm just taking what my eyes go to first. So here's one on Ondo. Ondo got the golden dot. That's another signal that we have here. With the indicator, that golden dot is also a 1 to 6 month swing trade that comes on the daily chart, and we actually call all those out over here inside the Discord under our trade alert section. You can see the golden dots right here. We got one on HD last week. That one's doing well, but Ondo gave us one back there at the beginning of June. It is a 1 to 6 month swing trade when you enter on this signal. So I got a lot of people complaining about, okay, entering it at 80 cents. It dropped all the way down to 60. But that was only like a 3-week span, right? Now we're back. We're getting the green dot. I'm still very bullish on Ondo. I think it's going to do very well. My target on that would be up there between $1.80 and $2. That would be my first target there. The monthly does not have enough data. So when you guys get the indicator, if you guys don't see the indicator on a time frame, it's just because it's too new and there's not enough data to feed the chart. So what you can do is you can zoom into something like the weekly here. You're seeing a weekly dot pop up here on Ondo as well. That looks really good. You're looking at a double bottom right here. A double bottom is where we bounce, we come back, we tap, and we bounce again. But that's a huge signal. I mean, the golden dot came at around $80. So I wouldn't average in because you're not down that much. This would have been a good place to buy more down here at 60. right at the bottom of the fib. So another thing with the Fibonacci, guys, is when it gets to the top like this and we want to sell, if it comes down to the bottom and touches the green line, that's most likely the bottom. Okay, that's the bottom of the Fibonacci, and that was right there at 60 cents. So I'm still bullish. I'm still a holder of Ondo, and I wouldn't add right here because we would have been in right around there off the golden dot. So I would just keep holding that one and wait for your target to hit. I see one for Mara from Anthony. Mara's popped. These crypto stocks are pumping, dude. Holy smokes. Okay, this is another Bitcoin miner. This is like CLSK. CLSK is actually in my portfolio, but Mara is a miner as well. And you're seeing these miners just absolutely break out here. My target for Mara is going to be between $24 and $28. Okay, that's a beautiful looking candle right there. Huge breakout, folks. Look at these names, man. This is to start the month of July. This is insane. Okay, you're seeing names up huge right now. Coinbase is ripping. But look at Whiff up 16%. But Mara, this party's just getting started, man. This party's just getting started. We got that green dot on the monthly last month in June. So again, you would have been, if you were buying the green dot on the monthly back there in June, that was at 13, 14 bucks. And I actually want to talk about something really quick to you guys. Someone in the Discord asked me yesterday. I'm just going to use Snapchat as an example because this is what I was looking at. But someone asked me, if you get a green dot on the monthly, do you wait for the daily? Do you wait for the daily dot? Okay. And this is actually a really good question. Okay. With the monthly dots, okay, if I get a monthly dot, my most important thing, the most important thing to me on the daily is to make sure I'm getting it at a fair or a good price. Okay. And how do we determine if we're getting in at a fair price? We want to look at the averages. Okay. The mean. So with something like Snapchat, and this is one of my favorite stocks now that I sold it a couple months ago down there at like $8, but it's given the green dot here on the monthly. So someone asked, would you wait for a daily alert now? Well, I would. It always is going to depend. So if I'm getting a monthly dot like I am on Snapchat right now, I want to zoom into the daily. And I want to see where the price is in regards to the moving averages. So you could see that Snapchat is right at the moving averages. Okay? It's right at the moving averages here on the daily. And look how far it is off of the red zone. So if Snapchat comes back up here and goes to $17 at the top of the red zone like our target is, okay, that's a 90% move there. Okay, this is where we want to be selling Snapchat up here. These red dots up here, not down here in the golden zone. So if your name is green on the monthly, you want to look for the day. What you want to look for on the daily, if you want to enter on the monthly dot, if it's around these averages, okay, if it's around the moving averages, or if it's in like the bottom golden zone, if it's in the bottom golden zone of the daily chart, yes, I would enter right away on that monthly dot, okay? And then my target is up here in the red zone. My first take profit level is up here in the red zone. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, okay? It all depends on where we are at in regards to the daily. So something like Snap, I would not be waiting for a daily alert right now. I would not be waiting for a green dot. I would be entering right now because we're in this golden zone right here, okay? And again, my target is all the way up here. So that's a big range, right? That's all the way, that's an 80% range. That's a big range. Okay, and by the way, guys, if we can get this video to 300 likes, I'll give away 300 XRP here on stream. If we can get the 300 likes on stream here, I'll give away 300 XRP. Okay, so I hope that answers your question in regards to that, because I thought that was a very good question. I see one for Dale for Brown. Yeah, if you guys are a YouTube Spartan, you guys will get priority access to chart requests above everybody else. Those are the YouTube Spartans are the people with the green names. They signed up. You guys can hit the join button underneath this video. I believe it's right here. Okay, that join button right there. Bada bing, bada boom. You guys can click that and sign up, and you guys will get priority to these live streams on Wednesday. We go live here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wednesdays are for live chart requests. We got Robinhood. This is no longer a swing trading stock. I'm kicking myself in the butt for not buying this pullback here into the EMAs back in April. This thing's gone for an absolute ride. I don't know if you guys watched their announcement that they had. They're collaborating with Arbitrum, and they're building their own blockchain. So Robinhood's insane. I mean, they are going absolutely parabolic right now. I don't want to buy it up here. I would, if it was me, I would set a stop loss at 90. I mean, it's just defying gravity right now. So I don't know where this thing is going to stop. I would definitely use a trailing stop loss, though. I would definitely be taking some profits here, okay? Because everyone's excited about it right now. I'm not saying this thing can't break out and go to 100 or 120, but if you're using our strategy, you were in right here at $37. So you're already up, okay, 193%. Now, if you're investing into this for fundamental reasons, thinking that, hey, it's going to take over the entire financial system, then obviously, right, it's a fundamental reason. But technically, if I'm looking at the technical, so I'm looking at the chart, okay, it's overbought. So you can see here, we hit 100 today, so it's 52% off of its 6-month moving average. Me as a swing trader, as someone who goes 1 to 6 months out, this is not a 1 to 6 month trade right now. Okay, this is like a day trade. This is a good day trading stock right now. But if this thing came back to like 50 or 60, I would definitely like to take a position. But right now, I'd be looking for areas, for places to be taking profits. Okay, to be taking some off. I think 100 was a good solid level to take some profits at. You can see the wave is way up here on the daily, and that monthly stochastic is just about touching that white dotted line. So I would definitely have a stop loss at 90 to protect my gains there. W, wormhole. I don't see wormhole. Wormhole, there it is. Oops. This one looks pretty ugly. Got a golden dot there. I would use a stop loss at 5 cents on that. I don't know anything about that token, though. I would just use a stop loss at 5 cents if you're going to take that trade. What else you got? Near. You could just limit it to a few. Let me get to everybody's requests here. We got a green dot there on near. I like this one. It's got a green candle to start the monthly, so I'd probably take that trade right now. I would take it right here. We're bouncing off that green line on the Fibonacci down here. You got a green dot here today, and with the way the markets are looking, this thing looks like it's just getting started. So that one's got a target of $7 to $8. Again, I hope you know what you're buying, but it looks good. Looks good with a stop loss at like 180. Okay, 180 on the stop loss there for you. And I'll take one more for you, EVGO, and then just keep getting them in. I'm going to be taking requests all day here. 350 is what this thing's sitting at. I actually like this one. This one's on my watch list. It's got a green dot right there on the monthly. So now this is one where I'd be looking for the daily green dot. So I would wait for that. 350 looks like a solid support level here for it. Okay, and the target would be up here at around $9. Okay, $8-9 on that one, but 350 looks good. If it breaks 350, I'd look to add more at 3. If that breaks, look to add more at 2. But that green dot should be the bottom there for you. That will be called out over here in the daily alerts section, over here in the Discord. That daily alerts. We're getting a ton of daily alerts here. We got a ton of weekly alerts as well. Markets are looking fantastic here, folks. They're looking really, really good. What else we got? If you want to use the indicator, you need the essential plan. So you at least need the essential plan if you guys want to use this layout. The essential plan is the first paid plan. I think it's like $14 a month or something like that. I see one for VeChain. And again, guys, just keep getting those requests in. I will answer your request here. I'm just going to get to everybody that I can here in the next couple hours. So this one looks solid off of 2. I would buy VeChain right here. I would buy VeChain here on the monthly. That's giving you a green candle there. Looks good. You don't got the dot yet, but the candle is green, and it's bouncing right off the bottom of the fib. So again, just like how I said, we want to sell up here. The Fibonacci strategy, if you want to sell up into that red line. If you want to buy down on that green line. I think VeChain looks fantastic here. I think that one had a green dot here, but I think it's a great entry here. Great, solid, cheap price here on VeChain. Looks good. I see one here for Daryl for Chainlink. This one's got a green dot here on the daily. That looks good. I got my extension here, but the weekly popped up there for a second, but it faded away. But that thing's probably going to come back here. This thing just looks extremely bullish. This is my largest position. And it's just been going sideways for the last couple of months, but this thing is ready to break out. That green dot is very, very bullish. I don't see Chainlink going back below $12. That's still a buy for me down here in this golden zone down here. Looks good. Looks really good. What else we got? I see one for Chill Guy. Chill Guy. What's up, Chill Guy? Here come the memes. Just popping today. Big move there today. Chill Guy, what's it saying on the monthly green? So yeah, if you want to play this one, I would buy it here, use a stop loss at 4 cents. Okay, I don't know anything about it. Looks like a meme coin, but it looks good as long as it can hold on to 4 cents there, brother. Hold the line on that one. Okay, it looks really good. Here's Doge. Doge is given a green dot down here in the golden zone as well. You're seeing right there, you got 15 cents. 15 cents is that is going to be your stop loss. I don't see Doge going below 15. And it's got a green candle here to start July as well. 15 cents is a big support level for that one. I don't think that one's going underneath that. I think you buy this green dot here on Doge. Kava Group. This one looks good. This one's on my watch list as well. It doesn't quite have any data here on the monthly, so you have to use the weekly. And the weekly does have a green dot, and it is breaking out here. I think I called this one out last week. $70 is the support. You can see a double bottom. Boom. Bottom there, bottom there. I think you buy that green dot here. That looks really good. I don't see it going below 70. It's in the bottom golden zone. My target on this would be anywhere from 140 to 150. Okay, up in that red zone up there. Okay, that one looks really good too. That's a stock. First stock of the day right there. What else we got? Riz. Riz kind of went the other way today, didn't it? That one's down, what, 9%, while everything else is green. We'll see. Just waiting on the daily dot on this one. Okay, this is a low cap play. They're forming the right partnerships. They partnered with the Binance Chain and SEI so far. 3 cents is a good level, I think, to pick this one up. The confirmation will be when you get that green dot there on the daily. We don't have any data on the weekly or the monthly yet because it is a brand new project. You guys got to understand that. This thing is brand new. Okay, it's like a $3 million market cap now. So this one is very small. It is in my portfolio and still holding it. Looking for a daily green dot to potentially add some more to that one. I see one here for APM. Is that a stock or a crypto? APM is green there on the monthly. This chart is very ugly, though. I would wait for the green dot there on the daily. That looks like a penny stock. We're not big on the penny stocks here, guys. Not very big on the penny stocks. This NMR is up here in the red zone. It's got a red dot there, so I would definitely use a stop loss on that one at probably around 350. I would probably sell that thing today if it was me. See how it bounced right off that green line on the golden zone there. Beautiful bounce right there. It isn't a nice trend up, but yeah, I mean, I would look to take some off here with that red dot there on the chart. You can see we're getting a little extended off the EMAs. That was a great entry right here. This was a great entry off the bottom of the fib there. Not a bad entry right there at 6, popped up, and now we're in the red zone. So I would use a stop loss. I mean, you call the play. You got a red dot right there, so you got to make a decision there. I don't know anything about the project. OXY. Okay, this one looks good too. Okay, got a green dot there today. That one's a good buy there. Okay, that's also got a green dot here on the monthly as well. So the last time we got green dots way down here on the monthly was back in 2020. That was 5 years ago for this stock. It was down here at 9. It went all the way up to $80. Okay, so this is a great time to be looking for positions on Oxy. We got the green dot on the monthly, so with the strategy, we're now looking for the daily. We want to see a green dot on the daily. Okay, we want to see a green dot on the daily into those moving averages or into the golden zone, and you're seeing it right here. I think Oxy's a great play here. Great looking stock here with that monthly dot. We got ARB. ARB, this one's also in my portfolio. It's a lot of green here. They had the partnership with Robinhood. I think this one's about ready to absolutely explode. That's a lot of consolidation right there. It's got a green dot here on the weekly, and it had a green dot on the daily back here off that golden zone right there at 27. So this one looks really good. I don't see this one going below 30 cents. I am a holder of ARB. My target on that, my first target on that's going to be anywhere from $1 to $1.20. How to cook. Yeah, you guys want to send the super chats, you will also get priority. Appreciate you. ACH is bouncing right on the bottom of the fib there. I don't see the green dot on the monthly yet, but it looks like it's at a way better price than it was back here at 5 cents. If it was me and I was going long on this, considering where we're at in regards to the Fibonacci in the market, I would buy this one right here. Yes, I would. I would buy that one based on the Fibonacci there. If you want the true confirmation, wait for the monthly. But I like it bouncing on that green line right there. LLI. Or LII. Yeah, if your guys' name is green, your name pops out. So you guys, the YouTube Spartans, do get priority access to chart requests. You guys can see we're getting a ton of requests here. So if you guys want to become a YouTube Spartan, you guys could sign up. I think it's like a Starbucks coffee a month right now. LLI, this one looks good. It's kind of turning the corner here. I like it as long as it holds on to 550. Let's look at the daily real quick. Daily's a little bit off. I would wait for that stochastic to reset on the daily to buy this one. It's pretty choppy, but if you're in it, your entry should have been right there around 540. It broke up over 550. My target on that would be 650 to 675. Chirp, that's another low market cap play we got in the portfolio. I believe that one had a daily dot there for a second, but it looks like it faded away. I don't see this one going lower than 6 cents. I really like this one. This is another like $5 million market cap play. Super low market cap. The weekly looks good here. Looks like we're getting some buyers stepping in. I think that one was up around 10% today. So I'd be a buyer of this here. We're right into the moving averages. You guys can see the moving averages right here. Boom, we're sitting right at that price. Okay, again, the moving averages will tell us, hey, are we at a fair price? Yes, we're at a fair price if we're at the average. We don't want to buy off the averages. Okay, this was not a good place to be buying Chirp up here at 16 to 17 cents. We reset all the way back down. Okay, now we're just waiting for that green dot confirmation, but I do think you'll get that here probably in the next 20 minutes or so. Okay, we get new daily candles on crypto every day at 5 p.m. Pacific time, guys. So that means a new candle forms. That means we get new information from the indicator. I don't see Chirp going below 6 cents. Riz, we covered. UNH. UNH. I'll get to you here in a sec. I'll get to Z back here in a sec. UNH is ugly. Okay, they were being investigated for fraud. I'm looking for the green dot there on the monthly. I'm looking for the monthly green dot there. But I don't see this one going below 250. We called the bottom at 250. Okay, 250 was a perfect call for the bottom there. And this one's ugly. This one's just not going up. This one's going to chop around probably for a bit. I think it's a good longer term play. Like if you're looking maybe 2 years out, it might be a good play. They make a lot of money, but they're being investigated for fraud and all kinds of weird stuff right now. So typically, right, not my favorite time to buy when we're going sideways, kind of like crypto has been for the last month and a half. But personally, if it was me, I'd wait for the green dot on UNH. But if you're really long, if you're like a year or two out, not 1 to 6 months, I think it's a great play. I think it's a good play. What else we got? BBAI. Oh wait, I gotta get my boy Z back. I got you. That was ZBC, and if you guys could just type the tickers in, it makes it easier for me. But ZBet, guys, I was telling you guys to sell it up here at 6-7 cents. Okay, and I was getting trolled on every single platform. I was getting hated on. But it's all good. Because, again, everyone thinks up here in, what do they call that? They call it the mania phase, that euphoric stage where everyone's just, oh my God, it's never going down. You got all these influencers on TikTok saying, oh, I just sold all my house. I took a mortgage out. I sold all my XRP and I bought ZBEC. Okay, they're in delusion. They're in new paradigm. Oh my God, it has a partnership with XRP. Yada, yada, yada. Right? We just had a massive, what was that? Like a 300% move there. That went from, we called the green dot out right here, May 16th at 0.0015. We didn't call that out because I didn't know what ZBEC was. But you could see if you had the indicator, it called it out right there at about a penny and a half, and it went all the way up to 7 cents. So that was a big move, right? This is when people get excited. This is that euphoria. They just watch their account go up 300%, right? They're really excited. They're jumping. They're screaming. They're telling their family. They're telling their friends. They're telling social media. They're tweeting about it. Everyone's jacked up here at 7 cents. But now you can see down here, people are pretty unsure because the majority of retail, again, the majority of retail will buy up here in delusion, new paradigm. Okay, and then we'll start to dip, and then they have that denial, right? Oh, it's not going down. It's got the partnership with XRP, so on and so forth, right? We get a little jump. They're like, oh, it's going back up, and then here comes the capitulation. So I like ZBEC. I mean, it's in definitely a big uptrend. There were so many red flags up here, people getting really excited. That's when I back off. I'm waiting. So personally, right now on ZBEC, I want to see this one come down to 2 cents. I told you guys, if this comes down to 2 cents, I'd buy it. I said that up here at 7 cents, and we're getting closer and closer by the day. So how I would play this, if it was me, I would wait for a green weekly, okay, or I would wait till we come back down and reset, maybe into that 0.002 level. 0.003 is another level you could consider. That's at the 100-day moving average, but after that, I would look to buy it around 2. Okay, again, I don't know anything. I don't know too much about the project. I don't get excited when everyone else is excited. I don't buy stuff when everybody's telling you to buy it, because we know that this is coming and this is what happened. Okay, so all those people that were buying up here at 7 cents, you put in 10,000 up here, you're down 55, 60% right now. So you turn 10,000 into 4,000. You think those people are feeling pretty good right now? No, they're not. They're feeling despair. They're despairful because, again, they trusted everybody else. They were buying because everyone else was buying, and those people were delusional. Okay, because we just went up 300-400% there. I'm not saying this thing can't go back up. It's just a matter of when. I think it's going to reset. I think it's going to flush all those retail investors out, come back down here to like 2.002. That's what I'd look to add. So if you're in it and you believe in it for the long term, right, you should only be buying projects that you believe in, that you understand, and you know what the technology is. You know that they're going to be around for a very long time, so on and so forth. Okay? So everyone was buying this because they thought there was a partnership with XRP, and it turned out to be a total... Again, I'm not going to speak on it because I don't know anything about it, but it turned out to be like they were releasing a product with XRP or something. So if this comes down to 2 cents, 0.002, I will buy it. I will buy it. But until that happens, or until I see a green dot here on the weekly, I would avoid this. Okay, I'm hoping it bounces for you at 0.003, but I think they got to shake everybody out now. NVO, Novo. I think this one had the monthly, no, but it does have a monthly green candle here. So I like this one still above 60. $60 is the stop. You could even move that up a little bit to 65 if you want to really zoom in here, but it looks like it's trying to build a base here. It's stuck in this really nasty downtrend. I mean, this thing's gone way down here. It's very oversold. They have pretty good earnings. They make a lot of money. So the monthly dot will be the confirmation, but if it was me and I wanted to go long on this, I'd probably buy this one right here at 70. I'd probably buy it. Okay, just based on that green candle right there on the monthly. I know we don't got the dot yet, but look how far down we are right now. Last time we were down here was back in 2017. That was a long time ago. So I think you're getting this at a good price here. And I would use a stop loss at 65 just in case this is not the bottom. But not my favorite stock. I typically like to buy stuff that's in an uptrend and trending up, not trending down. So I would have to know a lot about the company. My dog's giving my wife crap. If you guys hear my wife talking out there. XLM got a green candle to start the month here. This one doesn't have the weekly yet. So that weekly will be the confirmation. But again, if these markets keep going up like this, if we have a big jump here into June, into February, all these alts are going to follow. So if you like XLM, I like it above 20 cents. I always have. Okay, green candle here on the monthly, no dot yet though. So if you want the most confirmation of a bottom on XLM, I'd wait for the weekly or a monthly. If you're trying to pick a bottom here, okay, let's look at the fib here. Okay, we're not very close to that dotted line there, but we called XLM out, guys, at 9 cents. Okay, some of you were here for that. We called it at 9 cents when we got that one right there in November. That literally went up 600% in a month. In 30 days, that went 600% off of that signal. That was insane. So until I see a monthly or a weekly signal here on XLM, I'm not going to say the bottom is in, but I will say that 20 cents does look like the bottom. H-bar. H-bar needs a weekly as well, but that looks good. Got a green candle there on the weekly. Green candle there on the monthly. I don't think this is a bad place to take a stab at H-bar here. My target on that would be 30 to 35. That's up there in the red zone. Okay, it's sitting right at that 15-cent level right now. It's got a green dot on the daily here. What you want to see is a weekly dot. We also call the weekly dots out here for our members in the Discord as well. You'll get the H-bar. You see we got ETHA. That's that Ethereum ETF. Got that today. We got STZ. We had a bunch of these go off, dude. So many signals. Look at all these. Link, Argo, Ethereum, Solana, Total 3, Bitcoin, XRP, ARB, Super. I mean, we had a ton. So if you guys aren't a member, you guys can sign up over here in the Discord for less than $4 a month. You just click on this link right here and you get access to trade alerts, our watch lists, advanced analysis, 24/7 trade support, member chat, all my trades. I post all my trades over there, all my buys, all my sells. We also do a chart request video for Discord. That's when we open these up here in the Discord. We'll cover them from here instead of the live chat, and a bunch more stuff as well. Again, guys, if we can get this video to 300 likes here on stream, I will go ahead and give away 300 XRP. And XRP is getting pretty expensive here. I might gotta figure something else out before that thing goes to 10 bucks. Hot Tua. No, don't buy Hot Tua. Don't buy Hot Tua, whatever you do. Is it coming back or something? I don't know. You gotta drop the ticker. You gotta drop the ticker for me. I see one for white. White rock. What the hell? Let's go to see. There we go. I like this one. If you like this one, I would. It's red there on the weekly or on the monthly. Green on. This one hasn't been around too long. I know a lot of people are very fundamentally bullish on this. I like it as long as it holds on to 0.005. It is right into our moving averages, so not a bad place, I think, to pick some up there. WLD. WLD's popping off here today. Nice green dot there. You got the monthly green candle there to start July, so not a bad place to look for an entry. And you also got the weekly starting to curl here as well. So you got a green dot. Again, it's right into those EMAs. You got a green candle here on the monthly. So again, that is a play. You can play that if you want to. Okay, I like it above the fib. Okay, above that 50-cent level. This one's got some room to go too. $3.5 to $4 would be my target. Again, I hope you know what you're buying because I don't know anything about that project either. Okay, green candle. That's what I'll give you here for July. HFT. Again, guys, if I miss your request, just keep dropping it in the chat. I will get to it. Okay, I will get to it. You got the green dot here on the monthly for HFT. This is hash flow. Things popping off. I would like to see a little pullback, maybe into 10 cents. That would put us right in there to the EMA. My target would be 25 to 30 cents on that. Okay, I want to see it pull back a little bit into these EMAs. Does it have to pull back? No. But hopefully you guys got in here in June. That was June 1st. We got that signal. That was probably somewhere around here at 7 cents. So nice move there. I would like to see a pullback. If I were in this, I would be holding it. But I would look for a pullback to buy it to around like 9 cents there. H-bar's up nice today, 8%. Very nice. I got to sit down here one sec. How's everyone doing? You guys feeling good about the market today? What do we got? Bitcoin all-time highs tomorrow. You guys are thinking, yes, I love it. I think you guys are on point there. Okay. I see one here for ADA. Cardano. That one's green here to start the month. I don't see Cardano going lower than 50 cents. 50 cents was the bottom where we bounced right around here. That was a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago when everybody panic sold. But I don't see it going lower than 50 cents. Got a green dot here today. I would be a buyer of Cardano here at these levels. That weekly signal will be big for it, I think. Okay, I think that'll be big. And that'll come in the next couple weeks, in my opinion. But easy stop loss on a trade here. You got another double bottom. You guys don't know what a double bottom is. You could Google it, but it's when we bounce. We come back, we test that same level, and we bounce again. So it's forming a double bottom here, and that green dot will confirm the move higher. But I don't see that one going lower than 50. Octa. This one's sitting right on its average right there. I like it over 95. This one's tough. It's right into its 9 EMA. Got a red dot on the monthly, so it needs to bounce. It needs to hold $95. Okay, you want to see that one hold 95. It's in an uptrend, but it's at a very important decision point. I put the stop loss at like 93 or 94, just a little bit below that 95 level. But I would still be a buyer of this, just given the fact that we're right on that EMA. Okay, you see we're touching the 200, touching the 200. Okay, we're consolidating right on that 200 level. So you just want to make sure that one holds on to like 93, 94. SMCI. Ripping. Okay, ripping right now. This one is also green on the monthly, so we're looking for pullbacks on this one. I like this one a lot. I'd be a holder of it right here. We should have been entering right here at around 40, right into those averages. Now we're a little bit off of it. I would use a stop loss at 46. This one's tough, very choppy. I think you're going to get a big move to the upside on this, though. You got the weekly dot there a few weeks ago in May. That came right there around 33. Nice move up. As long as that one can hold on to 45, 46, I think it looks really good. AVAX. Nice green candle to start the month. Again, we've been going sideways for 4 months now. Everyone's really frustrated. Everyone's tired of the up and down, up and down, up and down. I get it. I understand it. Okay. Not a bad time to just go away for a while. I took a vacation because, hey, we're just chopping around. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're just doing this right here. Choppy chop. Choppy chop. Okay, but I don't see AVAX going lower than 16 here. You got the green dot on the daily. Monthly chart is giving a green candle. That green dot on the monthly will be the confirmation, and I think that's coming here either in July or August. I think you're going to see it happen in July or August. So if you want to jump the gun here, go ahead. Look for the weekly. But I think 1850 is a good spot to buy some AVAX here. And 16, if it breaks 16, you'll know you're wrong. MSTR. You guys just keep dropping those requests. I will get to your guys' requests if I haven't covered yours. I'll be live here for probably another hour or so. So if I missed yours, just be patient, please. MSTR, that's also green here on the daily today. I mean, every single crypto stock. Look at that weekly signal there on MSTR. You got a red on the monthly. So what you're going to want to do is use a stop loss at like 350. If it breaks 350, we're screwed. But we got the daily and the weekly. So if you think about it, the weekly chart feeds the monthly. So if the weekly goes up, it's going to feed the monthly, and the monthly will go up. This monthly dot can disappear if the price goes up. Does that make sense? So the month, it takes 30 days for this candle to form. So this candle is going to be going up and down the whole month, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down. So just because we're red right now doesn't mean we're going to close the month red. We could close up here at 450 to 500, and that red dot will be nowhere in sight. So I'd be a buyer. I was a buyer. I was telling you guys to buy this thing at like 360 here. I thought that was a really fair price. Right there at 360. We hit that moving average. We hit that moving average. We got that green dot right there. I thought that was a good spot. You got 360 as your support level. As long as we hold 360, I'm a holder of MSTR. Where I'd be looking to sell this, I'd use sell strategy number 2 on this. Look for that stochastic come back up there and touch that white dotted line. Or you could use the daily here. Let me turn the fib back on. Okay, and you're talking 440 to 480. But if Bitcoin does what I think it's going to do here, folks, MSTR should just go absolutely insane. Okay, if Bitcoin really hits 150 to 200K, MSTR is probably going to double. Okay, and all these Bitcoin miners are just going nuts. Look at CLSK, just going nuts. Mara going nuts, Riot going nuts. They're all going nuts right now. QNT. QNT is solid here above $100. I really like it above 100. Okay, monthly green, we're good. We're solid. That looks good. That's a solid hold. I would have bought this pullback here into that 90 level, that green dot. That's where I'd want to buy that. That would have been right there at around 92. It's up to 110 now, but it looks good. That one looks like it's going to continue going up. Let's turn the fib on. First target on that's going to be 150 to 160 for that is QNT. We covered H-bar. If I already covered your name, you guys are going to have to watch the replay. All of our replays are posted over here in the Discord. The Discord is free to join. We do have a paid version for $4 a month, less than a Starbucks coffee, but we post all the live streams over here. This is also a great place to learn more about our strategy. Just go watch these live streams from the past. You guys could learn probably quite a bit about how we approach the markets here. But you guys can watch the replay if I already covered your name. H-bar does look good, though, here. Hive, Hive. Are you talking about the stock or the crypto? So here's another one that's got a green monthly dot. So you got to look to the day. So you got the monthly dot. So what you want to do is look to the daily. Okay, we're right at the averages. So I would buy Hive here. Again, hopefully you know what you're buying, because again, you need to understand the fundamentals of your project before you buy. So just understand technically this looks like a buy right here. And the target would be up here. That's around 133% move if it goes back to 5. Okay, that looks good. Wormhole doesn't look good. Having golden dot. Yeah, the golden dot is a 1 to 6 month signal. So just because it has a golden dot doesn't mean it's a buy. It just means it's technically very oversold. So if Wormhole's a crappy project and it has a golden dot, I don't care about the golden dot. Does that make sense? Looks like it just got listed on Coinbase too. So, yeah, I mean, technically, yes, it's very, very oversold, which is what the green dot is for, or the golden dot is for. But if I don't know anything about the project, I can't really tell you, and it has been going down. So if you're long on Wormhole, it's a good opportunity. I can't even find the name now. I think it's W. Oh yeah, there you go. WUSD Kraken. Yeah, it's got the golden dot. So that just means it's very oversold. But I mean, look at the chart. It's gone straight down since 2024. It's been down all the way. Yes, it has a golden dot. Yes. That doesn't mean buy if it's a crappy asset. Does that make sense? I want a chart that's going up and to the right. Okay, up and to the right. Okay, the golden dot doesn't always mean buy. You got to do your fundamental analysis. So if you're playing the golden dot, you want to hold it for 1 to 6 months. Okay. Does that make sense? Algorand here. No monthly yet. The weekly looks like it's coming. I don't see Algorand going lower than 15 cents here. Okay, watch for 15 cents. Their target on that would be up here in the red zone at 45 to 50. Okay, but I like Algorand here. This is an ISO token as well. I don't see that one going lower than 15. Okay, target is 45 to 50. Very good. Yep, fundamentals matter, guys. Technicals are good. Technicals are awesome. But you guys got to know what you're buying. I do not recommend buying penny stocks or meme coins. I recommend buying good, quality, solid projects. Okay. Chainlink is my largest holding because I know the fundamentals. I know what the project is. I know what they do. I know the utility. I know that they're needed. Okay. They're not just some cat with a hat. They're an actual technology that is being adopted by banks and big money players. Okay, they're not going anywhere. So that's why I'm holding Link. Arrow or AERO, same thing. CRO, all of these companies, I know exactly what they do, exactly what they are. Okay, so hope that makes sense. Bonk, BONK. Let's bonk it up, baby. Let's bonk it up. Okay, bonk is green here on the monthly, so we're looking for the daily pullbacks. We're into the averages right now. I don't see this one going lower than a penny or 0.00001. Okay, I'd probably buy bonk here. Okay, that weekly looks like it's going to print here any minute. Target. Good call out, dude. I love Target, man. Target is so overdone here. This one was on the watch list from, I mean, this one's been on the watch list for a while, but Target is in my opinion, one of the best companies, retail companies out there. They make a shit ton of money. You can see they make $30 billion every quarter. So every 4 months, they're making $31 billion. They make a ton of money. You got the green monthly. So yeah, you got to go. You got to go on this one. This is an absolute buy. I think we've been saying buy since these golden dots happened down here at around 90. So you're already up quite a bit. But first target on that's 50 to 60. But yeah, this is one of my favorite looking stocks here. I really like Target for a long. Okay, really like it. Okay, and I'm gonna do a video here for you guys. It's going to be probably a bonus video this week, but I'm gonna go over all my top stocks for July because there's a lot of them, and Target is on that list. We talked about Snapchat. Snapchat is on that list. Pretty much everything that has a golden dot. MRK is another one that's on that list. Okay, a lot of stocks are just, oh God, they look just so phenomenal, dude. They look so phenomenal, dude. I mean, there's just so many beautiful setups right now. It's insane. Like, into the end of the year, guys, I think it's going to be insane. I think you're going to see a massive, I think we're going to see a blow off top. We're going to see like the dot-com bubble type move into the end of the year. And it's going to be awesome because we are fully positioned right now. At least I am. I don't know about you guys. I know we have some bears in the Discord, and that's fine. Okay, I'm all for people, being bearish or whatever. But right now I don't think is the time. And that's just my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you're bearish and you got a green dot on the monthly, I'm sorry. Okay, and we're not sitting here trying to predict the price in the next hour or tomorrow or the next day. We're looking 1 to 6 months down the road here, folks. We're looking out toward the end of the year. Okay, that's the prices we are buying for. We're not buying for the prices here on the daily. We're not buying for these prices down. We're buying for the prices up here in the red zone. Okay, these prices up here, 120, 130. That's where we're buying for. We're not buying for 80. If it goes down to 78 tomorrow, we don't care. We do not care. Okay, we want to sell when we do the Ripski. Okay, and again, look where that stochastic is here on MRK. There's lots of stocks. I dropped a list for you guys yesterday. I call out all my favorite setups over here if you guys are new in the Overkill Alerts section. I dropped a ton. I mean, there were so many stocks. I'm going to do a video this week sometime to go over all of them because there is just so many of them. TAO. But Target is solid here. One of my favorite plays. TAO, that one needs a weekly alert, but I don't see that one going lower than 300. Okay, 300 looks like a very, very solid spot for TAO. We're just range bound going sideways. Target on that 600 to 700. Polka dot. Polka dot's right down there at the bottom of the fib. We just want that green monthly, and this wave is way down here right now. The last green dot came right there in November. That went from 4 all the way up to 11. Huge move there. Took about 30 days. Again, our target is 1 to 6 months off of these dots here. So looking for the dot, but I don't see polka dot going lower than $3. Okay, I think $3. That was the bottom right there on June 22nd. Okay, target on that's anywhere from 9 to 11. XRP. Did no one request XRP yet? I'm shocked. I am shocked. We talked about this at the beginning of stream, though. Got another green dot here on the weekly. So we got 2 green dots on the weekly. One came right here. I mean, they came around the same price, 220 and 220. Again, sometimes we get the dot and we go straight up, but sometimes we consolidate. Okay, again, the markets only do 3 things, guys. Markets only do 3 things. They go sideways, they go up, or they go down. Right now, we are in this phase, and I think we're getting ready to break out here. I think we're going into this. This will be the end of the year. It's going to be insane. There's going to be shouting and screaming and people losing their minds. Kind of like today in the Discord. People are just losing their minds. People have had enough. They're going crazy. But it really hasn't even started yet, folks. I mean, we are nowhere near. If you guys are using our sell strategy, right, if you're looking at the daily, you should be looking to sell XRP around $3 to $3.30. If you're looking at the monthly, right, you want to be watching that stochastic RSI. So I don't think XRP is going below $2. I don't see it going and closing below that level. They tried to close it below right there. They failed. They tried to close it below right there. They failed. Okay, $2 is a very strong support for XRP, and I really like the fact that we're getting another weekly signal here at the same price. That's just more confirmation that this level right here is the bottom, that we are not going lower than $2. Zeta. You guys got those requests, just drop them in chat. If I miss yours, just keep dropping it. I will get to it. I'm guessing you're talking about a crypto, since all you guys just love crypto here. Zeta chain. That's got a green dot there on the monthly, but again, this is another chart that's just down into the right. Okay, you go back to Wormhole, who we were talking about earlier on Kraken. Look at this chart. I mean, it's a rug pull. It's going down. Okay, look at Bitcoin. Okay, oops. What the hell? Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin going up. Okay, Wormhole going down. Where's the damn thing? Okay, yeah, you guys get the point, right? We want things that are going up and to the right. What else we got here? FET. That looks good. Green on the monthly there. I think this one has a green weekly. If it doesn't have the weekly, that weekly is probably going to come here this week. The daily is pushing up here. I like this one over 60 cents. 60 cents is a solid stop. Target on that's anywhere from 180 all the way up there to 220. BMY was at Bristol Myers. Yes, it is. Bristol Myers, that one's still on the sell list. It's got a green candle here, so if you're playing the green candle, you need to wait and use a stop loss at around 44. Yes, it's got a green dot, but we're trending below those EMAs, so if I was going to play this, I would use a very tight stop loss at 46. Okay, 46 needs to hold for you. Okay, and that weekly looks like it's trying to pop, but again, down, trending down. Pretty ugly. If you're playing that daily dot, again, it wouldn't be in my playbook because we're below the EMAs. The green dots on the daily are best when the price is trending above those EMAs. Those EMAs are the moving averages. Green dot above the moving averages, a lot better here on the daily. Okay, normally 9 times out of 10 we're up above the EMAs on the daily if the dot is green on the monthly. But if the dot is red on the monthly, okay, it's trending down. The trend is down. So if you're playing the green candle there, you want to use a tight stop at 46 if you think this is going to be the bottom here. Daryl for coin. Thank you guys. If you want to sign up and become a YouTube member, you guys can do that by clicking the join button here. You guys get priority access to these requests. If I'm missing your requests and you're frustrated, well, you can sacrifice one of your Starbucks coffees and become a member. Support the channel. I do this full-time, guys. I'm a full-time trader, full-time streamer here. Yeah, we really do this around here. Coinbase, this one looks like it just wants to keep going up, man. If crypto pops off, you're like, I think it's going to, you're going to see Coinbase fly. This is not something I'd be taking a 1 to 6 month position on. This is something I'd probably be day trading here. We called this out. You guys can go check my pinned video on TikTok. I literally dropped a video saying, hey, this is a buy right here at 240. Okay, why was it a buy right there at 240? We were right into the average, right? Is it a good place to buy off the average? No. If you're playing the 9 EMA here, that's fine. That orange line, that's the 9 EMA. But this was a solid spot to buy Coinbase. We had that green monthly dot back from June. We had the pullback into the EMA. Boom. Beautiful entry. And again, I got the receipts. You guys can go check that TikTok video. That was a beautiful trade for you guys that capitalized on that. But this is not something we'd be looking to swing here. Something be more looking to day trade. I would have took some profits up here at 370, but this looks like it wants to keep going. You can use sell strategy number 2 on this one and wait for that stochastic to come hit that white dotted line if you want to. But I don't think it's a bad place to trim some, okay? Or use a trailing stop right there at like 330. But I don't think it's a bad place to trim some up here. I mean, 25%, 50%, whatever. Just because we're in the red zone doesn't mean we're going to stop. But it is normally a good place to take some off. 25, 50%. Because there's always another trade. You never want to fall in love with your asset. You don't want to fall in love with the stock. You don't want to fall in love with the crypto. Okay, there's always another setup. There's always another trade. This happens every single day. What else we got? Deft, DEFT, Deft stock. That one came right back down into the moving average. I like it. I liked it right there at 250. I told you guys that hit 250. I'd love to buy that one. We're getting a lot of more daily alerts going off here, by the way. Like I said, every day at 5 p.m. Pacific time, we get new daily candles, which means we get new signals. You can see this one's going off here, Morpho. You can see we just got a bunch of other ones go off here. We had MKR, that healthcare stock I was just talking about, Uniswap, TRB, OP, AIOZ, FLR, ZBCN, TAI, and Morpho. And we had a bunch go off yesterday too. But just keep in mind, every day, 5 p.m. Pacific time, whatever time it is, 10 minutes ago, wherever you're living. If you guys are watching the stream, that's when those new daily candles form. And the new weekly candles form on Sunday at the same time. And then the monthly candles form every month. So we just got July's candle. I like Deft stock, Deft technology. Okay, 250 is a good spot for a stop loss. If you bought it into that moving average, congratulations. But my target on this one would be anywhere around 4 to 450. Okay, and if crypto goes, I believe this is a crypto company as well. So if that's going to follow those other crypto stocks, that one should do very, very well here going into the end of the year. And it looks like a penny stock too. So I would be a buyer of Deft at these levels. We got Chainlink. Chainlink, again, my largest holding here. It's been very, very hard to hold through all this, but you know what? It's not going to matter when it's up here at $26 to $30. The patience is going to pay off. Nice green candle there on the monthly. That weekly signal came for a second. We got that over there in the Discord. We did get the signal go up, but just because the signal shows up doesn't mean that it's going to close. Okay, because again, we have a whole week of price action. You can see link went off right there at 5 p.m. on Sunday, right? The 29th, that was 3 days ago. Link went off. But again, if the price goes down during the week, it's going to fade away. But if the price goes back up, it should come back on the chart. So I'm fully positioned on this. I don't see it going lower than 12 bucks. Okay, I think Link is probably one of the best fundamental plays in crypto, meaning the fundamentals of their project, the technology is being adopted by banks and literally used by almost every single blockchain out there. So they're never going anywhere. They're going to benefit for when altcoin season really pops off. My first target is going to be up here at 30 bucks on Link, but I think that one's going anywhere from 50 to 80. I'll probably sell some of the position up here at 30. But right now, I'd just be looking for, I'm just looking to hold or looking to buy more or enter if I haven't gotten in yet. But again, down here in the bottom golden zone is normally a great place to be loading up. Okay, up here in the red zones when you want to be selling. So I'm still very, very long on Link there. SMCI we covered. ADA we covered. You guys will have to watch the replay. I see one for SoFi. SoFi. Again, guys, keep dropping the requests. SoFi. Oh my gosh, man. It's got a red dot today, so I'd be taking some off here at 18 bucks if it was me. But again, guys, this is another one we were talking about. I mean, we had the green dot right there in June. Okay. I mean, we were talking about this right here at $13. Okay. Beautiful setup. You have the green dots down here right into the EMAs. Okay. If you have patience with our strategy, guys, I think we're like at an 80 to 85% hit rate. Like, I feel like I've only been wrong on a few stocks this year, a few plays. Okay, a handful of plays maybe. But, I mean, we've called out a ton. I mean, a ton of setups here. And SoFi was definitely one of them down here at 13. But red dot in the red zone is a place where we look to take profits. So I would definitely be looking to sell here at 18. You don't have to sell the whole position if you don't want to, but sell 25%, 50%, whatever. I would look to take some off up here on SoFi. That was a beautiful trade. If you guys entered right there when we were calling it out, I think we called it out right here at 12 as well. Okay, and look at that, 57%. I mean, most people are happy with 5% a year. You made 50% in 2 months, 57% in 2 months. So beautiful play there. But again, red dot in the red zone is a place where I would look to take some profits. I would look to take some off there at 18. I see one for SEI. SEI. This one's popping, dude. This one's doing very well. Nice green, a lot of green there on the monthly. The weekly chart gave you the signal there last week. I don't see SEI going lower than 20 cents. Up above 20, I like it. I'd be looking for pullbacks here. You could look to the smaller time frame, like the hourly. That was a great spot to buy. Just how we want to buy into the averages on the daily. Well, if you miss the daily alert like you did back here at 16 cents, you could zoom in here to the hourly and look for pullbacks into that 200 EMA. I love buying off of the 200 EMA. The 200, that's that light blue line there. Great spot to buy right there at 25. Great spot to buy right down here at 19. Okay. Great spot to buy right here when we dip below it at 26. Okay. I still think SEI is a solid play. I think it has a lot of room to go here. Look at the monthly. We're just getting started, baby. Hold that one. Hold that one, and I don't think 28 cents is even a bad place. I mean, this thing looks like it's going straight up. Target on that one, target on SDI is going to be right there around 60 to 70 cents. 60 to 70 cents on that one. NATIX. I like this top fans thing we got going on now. That's kind of a new feature. Ooh, NTAIX. I like that one. Right back into the 200 there with a green dot. I'd buy this one here. That looks solid. Green on the monthly. Okay, bouncing right on the 200 there. That looks solid. I like this one with the stop loss. You could use the stop loss at 0.0008. I don't know anything about this project, but I like the technical setup here. That looks good. Big move up. Pull it on back. Bounce on the mean. Do the ripski. That one looks pretty interesting. I like that one a lot more than Wormhole. Okay, I like that one a lot more than your Wormhole request there. Netflix. I don't like this one. I mean, it's just gone on a parabolic run. I think they're going to dump it I don't like it. I would not buy it up here. I'd wait for a reset like it did right here in April, back into the EMA there. If you can get Netflix at like 1,000, that's where I'd want to buy it, but not up here. Okay, got a red dot there. We're trending in the red zone. Okay, no, not going long up here. That's a day trader stock. Okay, look for a pullback into the 200. You can see how it pulls back into the 200 on the daily, pull back into it, pull back into the 100, pull back into the 100, pull back into the 100, pull back close to the 200, pull back into the 200, do the Ripski. Yeah, absolutely. Happy to help. CELH. CELH has been another big winner for us this year too. Okay, we called this green dot right here back in March. That was at $25. $25 we called out CELH. And yeah, I mean, it's just in a very nice uptrend right now. Okay, my target has always been, oh, the target kind of moved a little bit. Okay, went from 80 to 90. Now it's at 60 to 70. But that one's got a red dot right now. So it's just grinding up at the moment. I don't think it's a bad place to take some off because I think we could correct maybe back down into 40. But I would be watching this stochastic RSI on the monthly for my sell target. Again, when that hits, rule number 2, sell strategy number 2 is when the stochastic hits that white dotted line. Again, if you guys don't know the rules, I went over them at the beginning of the stream so you guys can watch the replay. But when the stochastic RSI, that light blue line on the indicator, hits the white dotted line on the monthly chart, that's this line right here, that white dotted line. When this blue line hits the white dotted line, that's typically our sell target. Okay, our other sell target is to sell the red dots in the red zone. We do got a red dot, but we're not in the red zone. So what I would do on CELH here is I would be holding and I would look to add more or take some profits here. And if it pulls back into the EMA, just like it did right here, green dot, rip, pull back into the EMA, green dot, rip. Are we buying up off the EMAs here? No, we're not. We're holding or we're looking for a pullback and looking to buy more. Okay, we either want to wait till that gets back up in the red zone or we want to wait till the stochastic gets back up here and touches that white dotted line to sell. But my target on that has changed now from 90 all the way down to, I'm going to say 60 to 70 here on CELH. What else we got? Amazon from Daryl. Again, if you guys are not a YouTube Spartan, you guys can sign up by clicking that join button on this video. That gets you priority access to these requests. Okay, I'm going to take care of the YouTube Spartans, the members first, and then I will get to everybody else's requests. Okay, that's only fair. Green dot here on the monthly for Amazon. Where is it at in regards to the EMAs? Not my favorite. Not my favorite buy. I mean, this thing's got maybe 10% more to go up to 240. I'd take my chances in crypto here. But if it pulled back to 200, I would consider 200 would be at those EMAs. But targets anywhere from 230 to 240. The weekly, pretty extended here. I don't know. I don't know about Amazon. I don't know about it. I think it's not my favorite. I think there's some more opportunity out there than to buy a high. I mean, 10% is what? Nothing. You can't even buy a cheeseburger for that anymore. Okay, 10%. You're going to wait 3 weeks to make 10%. That's fine. But I think there's some other opportunities, other names we've covered here today that have a lot more meat on that bone. Down here on Amazon, right into the green line right there on Amazon at 160. Beautiful. Look at that. It bounced right off the fib. If you guys don't have this Fibonacci indicator, again, you guys can download all my stuff. Your screen's going to look exactly like my screen. You just come over here to the Trading Indicator tab, click this link, and everything loads directly up into your TradingView account. If you have trouble or issues loading it up, we do have a support email right there. That is my direct email. You guys can get a hold of me. But it's a very straightforward process. Takes a couple of clicks, and everything loads right in. Okay, you can see that perfectly called the bottom right there at 160 back in April. Beautiful spot to buy right back there. Wow. I never noticed that, but that's pretty cool. All right, we got a few more here. What else we got? CELH, we covered. CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines. What's that doing? Doing the Ripski. Another one we called out last month in June. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, what did we do here? We broke up over the EMAs. We pulled back. Great little spot to buy. This was a beautiful entry right there at 23. Boom, you're up 60%. Not 60, but about 30%. But that one looks like it has some room. So I'd be looking for, what's the price target on that one there? Let's turn the fib back on. I mean, that thing's just doing the Ripski here. So I don't think it's a bad place to sell some here. Again, if you were entering right here back in June when we called it out, you are now up around 25-30%. So that's a really good trade. Okay, sell half or sell 25% and go find the next one. Okay, or you can wait till the monthly goes back up there and touches that white dotted line there on the monthly. But that was a really nice move there. Wait, is there a Ripsky coin? Did somebody take my trademark? Wow, I don't see one. We need to make a coin, a Ripsky coin. I don't know how to make crypto, and I have no interest really. XPR. And by the way, guys, my Facebook has been banned, so I submitted an appeal, but I'm no longer able to post on Facebook. My actual personal Facebook page got banned, so I'm not able to have access to it. Still live on Instagram, still live on Twitter, still live on YouTube, obviously, still live on TikTok, but I'm actually getting warnings on TikTok now that they're going to ban me. So I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, I'm getting all these reports that I'm a fraud and I'm a scammer and all this stuff. Right when stuff starts to pop off, I'm a scammer and I'm an idiot, even though I've been telling you guys to buy since April. I mean, I don't know if they just don't want the information out there or what. But if I go dark, if the channel disappears, if the Discord disappears one day, okay, not saying it's going to happen, but at this point, I don't know. I mean, I can't even get on Facebook right now. I've been on Facebook for 13 years, and I'm banned. So I just submitted an appeal, and I'm hoping they're going to approve that because our Facebook page was very, very active. But I am still on Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that. But if you see one of those accounts disappear one day, I'll let you guys know over in the Discord. The Discord's the place to be. I don't think they'll ever shut us down on Discord. But again, you just never know, man. Once you start to gain a following, once you start to get some pull, get some followers, that's when they really start watching you. I was already banned once on TikTok back in 2023. That was I had like 35,000 followers. I had to start all over on TikTok, and now I think we're at like 60,000, and it looks like I'm probably going to get banned again here pretty soon. So it's very unfortunate because, I mean, I've worked my ass off the last 3 years building all this up, and they can just pull the plug like that. It's just unfortunate. And I'm not complaining, but I just kind of think it's bullshit because there's a ton of people out there that talk about the same exact stuff. I don't know what's any different from me. Maybe because I'm looking at charts and actually giving people a logical reason to invest rather than just saying, oh, XRP is going to go to $10,000 by the end of the year, and oh, buy this meme coin. It's a rug pull, but buy it. Like I just don't do that shit. I try to back up everything with data. That's why we have charts. I try to back up everything with logic. I mean, we're going off of data. We're using data to determine our entries. We're using technical indicators. You can call it AI. You can call it whatever you want. Okay. That's what we're doing. We're not pumping coins here. People reach out to me every day asking me for partnerships. I have no interest in partnering with anybody. I have zero interest. Okay, all I have interest in is taking care of the community, taking care of the Spartans over here in the Discord. That's all I want to do and trade. I have no time for partnerships. I have no time to promote rug pulls or scams or anything. I'll never do that to you guys. So I don't think I can't say I'll never launch my own coin because I don't know what the future holds, but maybe I will one day if I figure it out and decide to do something. But you guys will know. But I have no interest in rug pulling you guys or pumping projects or anything like that. I try to back everything up with data. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Yeah, I got a ton of scammers mimicking me. I mean, I got people messaging me on TikTok saying that they're going to get me banned. So they're probably just sitting there and reporting all my videos and whatever. Fuck, it's bullshit to me, but it is what it is, huh? XPR, this is the XPR network. Weekly. Oof, you're going to want that one to hold on to last week's low right there at 0.0025. We covered XDB, I believe. Did we cover XDB? XDB. That one's breaking out a little bit. I would look for a pullback here, but my target on that would be up here in the red zone between 0.0009 and 0.0001 there. Riz we covered. You'll have to watch the replay. MDB. This is another stock that I own currently. I do like the fact that it is given a green dot here on the monthly chart back there in June. I bought this, I think, last week sometime. My target's anywhere from 320 to 340. Okay, we're still trending very nicely up above the EMAs here. Nice big gap up on their earnings. It pulled back. I think I entered on this candle right here. Right there, I think my average is 200. So I'm up like 2% on it, but we're just going sideways. But this is a long for me. So I'm looking for the stochastic to get back up here at the white dotted line to sell it, or I am looking for it to come up here and tap that red line around 320 to 340. So that one's still a solid hold. I mean, it's only 2% off of where I bought it, so I would still say it's technically a buy here, as long as we can hold on to these EMAs. As long as it can hold on to that 195 support, I think it looks really, really good. If 195 breaks, we'll have to have a different conversation. But up above 195, I'm bullish on MDB here. All right, I got a couple more requests for you guys here, and then I'm going to sign off here and go eat some dinner. What else we got? WLK. WLK. This is Westlake Corp. Another one we called the golden dot out on this one. Back there at 70. It's actually starting to move pretty nicely now. Okay, nice big move there on the monthly. I like this one. I like this one a lot. You can see how it pulled back into the 200 monthly moving average, just like it did back here in 2020. Boom, ripped right up. This looks good. If you entered on that golden dot, congratulations, man. And you're still holding it. It's looking good. It's looking real good. Okay, got a ways to go up there to 140, 150. It's about 100% from where we're sitting, and the monthly stochastics all the way down here on the floor. So I still like this one. If you entered off this golden dot, I think it's still a solid hold, a solid play. Again, you have to be willing to wait 1 to 6 months if you guys are using our strategy. This isn't a get rich quick overnight thing. This is a 1 to 6 month swing trade strategy, and I like the fact that it's breaking above the 50 here. That looks really good. Snap, we covered that. It's one of my favorite stocks this month. It does have a monthly chart or a monthly dot, so finally came there in July, only 2 months after I sold it. I didn't have the damn patience, but I would say Snapchat is a buy, and my target on Snap would be all the way up here at around $15 to $16. 16, maybe up there to 17. Okay, but that monthly dot, that makes it a buy here. Okay, it's back to a buy. SOUN. Okay, a couple more requests, guys. Get those in, get those in, get those in. We're not even close to 300 likes on the video, so no XRP giveaway. That's cool. Fine by me. I'll just save my money and buy more crypto. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. 22 to 24 is the target for SoundHound. And I think this one, yeah, it's starting to curl up here. So the weekly has a green dot here as well. So I like this one now. Again, this is another name we've been talking about for the last couple months. Again, nobody cares about stuff when it's going sideways like this, right? Everyone wants to buy SoundHound up here at 24. Okay, you guys saw that SoundHound, okay, up here back at $24 when we were way off the mean, way off the averages. Okay, look at the averages here. Look at that. Averages are down here. Prices up here. Oh my God, SoundHound's the best thing in the world up here. But when we do this, this is called the stealth phase because nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares about it down here, okay? Nobody cares about stuff when it just goes sideways, okay? This is a very boring part of the market, okay? This is when people get impatient. They get frustrated because it's going up, it's going down. It's going up, it's going down. It's going up, it's going down. It's going up, it's going down, okay? It's not doing this parabolic move, but in order to get to this, you have to wait. You have to wait through this, okay? Look at back here. Look. Sideways, 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 sideways. Parabolic. Okay, here's retail. Everyone in retail's buying now. That's when we're selling. So we have been talking about SoundHound for a long time. Okay, all the way down here at 9. It's sitting at 11.25 now. It's a hold. Okay, it's still a hold, potentially still a buy. I would probably look to the hourly here and look for a pullback into 10. If you can get it at 10 or 10.20, I think that'd be a good price, but you're too late. In my opinion, you are too late. Again, look at these dots down here in June. We were calling those out 3 weeks ago, okay? Now it's up 25%. So, again, guys, I know sometimes we say buy and it doesn't go straight up. Sometimes it chops around. I mean, look at Ethereum. I've been saying buy Ethereum for a long time. I said buy it back here in April, okay? Right where we bounced right there off of the fib, off that green line there. Okay. And I was also telling you guys, hey, time to go. Okay. I've been saying bye for a long time now. And what have we been doing? Nothing. We've been doing nothing. We're going sideways. This is a very frustrating part of the market. It's a very frustrating time. Okay. But if you can be patient, if you can hang on and get through the choppiness sucks. Okay. It sucks. Okay. But this is when the smart money's loading up. Smart money's the billionaires, the trillionaires. Okay. They're not buying when stuff's way up here. They're buying when stuff's either going sideways or it's bottoming. Okay, so don't let this sideways action confuse you. Okay, we had some people saying they called the bottom today and blah, blah, blah. You didn't call the bottom. The bottom was back here at 1400. We have been in this range for 2 or 3 months now. Okay, since back here in May. We've been in a range. We've been range bound. We've been going sideways between 2800 and you could say right there at 2300 minus this little dip right here. That has been the range for 2 months, guys. Okay, this is not a bull run. This is the consolidation. This is the calm before the storm. Okay, so you got to be patient. I know everybody wants the Lambo right now, but you got to be patient. This is coming. This comes after this. Okay, chop, 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 rip. Okay. Stealth phase, quiet, everyone's frustrated, everyone's bored, everyone's not having a good time. What are we doing? We're just chilling. We're out by the pool. We're out at the ocean, enjoying life. Okay, you don't got to watch your charts all day long when we're in a consolidation phase. And we haven't even broke out of the consolidation phase yet. But I do think it's coming, okay, in July, because we got the weekly signal right there, and we got a monthly signal on Ethereum. So, again, if I was playing SoundHound, what I would do, since I missed the dot down here when we called it out at $9, I would get into the hourly and I would look for a pullback here into the 200 EMA down there into like $10. But if you're in it, I would be holding it. Okay, I would be holding it. Wait until we come back up here, the red zone around $20 to $24. Okay, or obviously watching the stochastic. Again, we have a plan here, guys. We're not just throwing darts at a goddamn wall. There is a reason why we do everything we do, okay? And I try to explain everything to you guys. That's why I cover the trading rules that we have here at the beginning of every single stream, because we're not just throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. There is a reason we are buying stuff where we are buying stuff, okay? And the plan, the strategy is always, okay, it is always 1 to 6 months out. We're not day traders. We are not day trading. We are waiting till we get our targets. These are our targets down here. Okay, I am not selling, right? I am not selling Ethereum right now until it gets back up here to the red zone. Okay, I don't care that it goes sideways down here. I'm not going to sell down here. I'm not going to panic sell right here. We're waiting for our targets up in the red zone or the stochastic coming up here, touching the white dotted line. Okay, that is called the top. Here's back to the data. The last 2 bull runs, the only 2 to ever exist here. Okay, right there in 2024, we had a really nice move up. Stochastic touched the white dotted line. Okay, we were out. Okay, what happened back here in 2021, the last true bull run? We touched 4,000 to 4,400. What happened? We topped out. Okay, same thing's going to happen here shortly, guys. I can't tell you the exact date. Nobody can. Okay, but what I can tell you is when this stochastic comes up here and touches the white dotted line, or when we get up here into the red zone on Ethereum, I will be looking to sell because that is part of the strategy. If you don't have a strategy, you're messing up. Okay, there's a really good reason why people fail at this. It's the lack of discipline, the lack of having a plan, and the lack of understanding how markets move. Again, markets can only do 3 things, guys. They either go sideways, they go straight up, or they go straight down. That's the only 3 things that can happen. Chop, up, or down. That's just how it works, guys. I don't make the rules. All right, I got time for a couple more here. I see one for RSR. Is that making sense to everybody? I mean, I don't want to say it's not rocket science because it is kind of difficult, but if you have a plan, if you have a strategy, you can have a strategy, but you also need the discipline. You need the discipline to stick to the strategy, no matter what happens. Okay? In anything in life. I mean, you could have a plan to lose some weight. You could have a plan to go be the best person you can be. But if you don't have a plan, you can have a plan. But if you don't wake up every day and follow that plan, follow what you say you're going to do, you're going to lose. You're not going to make it happen because you don't have the discipline. Is that making sense to everybody? Does that make sense? RSR, this one looks pretty new here. Check the USDT. Okay, here we go. Okay, no monthly dot yet. So it does have a weekly here, though. So if you want to play the weekly, use a stop loss at 5 cents. Joby. And trust me, guys, I want my link to go to $50 just as bad. I want my ARB to go to $5. I want my Ethereum to go to $7,000. I want it right now. I do. I really do. But it's not reality, right? It's not going to happen overnight. Okay, if buying and holding was easy, everybody would do it. Okay, everybody would be able to get rich at doing this. But not a lot of people can because they get emotional. Emotions kick in. If you have a plan, if you have a strategy, your emotions can't win. Your emotions can't flush you out. So, yeah, that's my TED Talk. Joby, everyone's been pretty hyped on this one. I think it's too late. We're up here in the red zone now. It's more of a day trader stock now. Again, if we were using our strategy, okay, you were in here back in May. May, you got the green dot. So May was right back in here. You should have been entering right here at $6. And now you're up around 100%. So I would probably sell half here in the red zone. If you want to let the rest ride, be my guest. But this is where I'd be looking to take some, if not all, of the profits. And you could wait for a red dot if you want to. And that stochastic's getting pretty close up there as well. And we're sitting way off of that average down there at 8. So yeah, this is one I would probably trim here, 25-50%. Beam. I got time for a few more, guys. A few more. You talking about a stock or a crypto? Beam looks like it's going to print a green dot here soon, but again, another chart that's just down and to the right. Looks like a rug pull. But that is breaking out a little bit here today. Looks like, I don't know if they had news or what, but looks okay above 16. ACHR. That one's sitting on the 50 here. That one looks okay above 9. I don't know. I don't think I'd touch this one here. I want to see it pull back into like 8. Okay. But if you're going to play it here, let's look at the hourly. Yeah, it's really choppy here. So not my favorite looking play here. Okay, I'm going to say 9.20 is a big level for it. Probably $9 needs to be your stop loss on this if you're in it. What's the weekly saying? Yeah, the weekly's red. I don't like trading this chop. Okay, I want to see a big overreaction to the downside and then a big move up. Okay, that was a good place to be buying right here on the weekly at $6. Being crypto you're talking about. Okay. That one's got a green on the weekly. Again, another chart that's just down and to the right, so you want to be careful. But if you're going to play this one, I would use a stop loss at the bottom of the fib right there at 4.004. Again, hopefully you know what you're buying. That thing got rugged really hard. Yeah, well, not going to get your Lambo tomorrow, bro. I'm sorry. Solana. Solana, no green dot on the monthly yet. The weekly is showing green here, so we've had a stop loss on 140 for a while. That broke last week on that liquidation pull right there, but I still like Solana here. I think Solana looks really good. Okay, target is up there at 240 to 260, and yeah, I think it's going to be a big month for Sol. We'll see if this weekly dot holds. We really want to see that happen. You could actually set your new stop loss right there at 125 here. But as long as this holds, I'm bullish. As long as the weekly dot holds, I'm bullish on Sol here. Soxel. God, we called the bottom on this one perfectly, man. We literally called the bottom at $7 in the Discord. That was insane. Okay, that was absolutely insane. But it is green on the monthly, so what we're looking for is pullbacks into the EMAs. This is a chip maker. I would love to buy this one. Let me take this off real quick. I would love to buy this one at like 20 bucks if it could happen. It's got a red dot here, so we'll see what happens. I mean, chip makers are just looking very, very strong right now. If you get a big dramatic pullback, if I was going to buy this, I would wait for the stochastic on the daily to pull back down here, just like it did right here. Okay, this is where we called the bottom right there at 750. I'm pissed at myself I didn't buy that, but that was a beautiful move up. The weekly's getting up there as well. So, yeah. I mean, it looks like it's going to keep going up. So, this is more, yeah, I mean, the trend is very strong. You have nothing to worry about. I would honestly sell this when the stochastic gets back up there and touches the white dotted line. I'd be a holder until that happens, and I would look to buy any dramatic pullbacks. If we got to pull back to like 20 bucks, we're down here like 22 on the hourly, just like it pulled back into the 200 there on the hourly at 15, 16. Same thing right there, same thing right there. Okay, I'd be buying it up. Okay, 22 is where I'd look to add more, but I would hold this one until the stochastic RSI gets back up here and touches the white dotted line. On the monthly chart, that is our second selling strategy over here inside of the Discord here. Sell strategy number 2. All right, guys. I got time for a couple more here. And we're going to be live again on Friday. We're going to go over the watch list. For those of you that are new, we have a watch list that we cover every single week. These are all the stocks and cryptocurrencies we are actively looking to buy. I cover these every single Friday for you guys live here on YouTube. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Same time the stream started. That's going to be on Friday. So I'm also going to drop a video sometime this week that's going to go over all my top stocks for July, my favorite stocks for July. So that'll be sometime this week. It might be tomorrow. It might be Saturday. I'm not sure, but we will be live on Friday and looking at the watch list. I might actually have to move that stream to Saturday, the watch list stream to Saturday, just because Friday is the 4th of July. And the wife and I might be doing some stuff that day. So might be Saturday if it's not Friday, but we are going to be covering all these stocks and cryptos. These are what we're actively watching. We do requests on Monday and Wednesday, and then we cover the watch list on Friday. So that'll be Friday. I got time for 2, maybe a couple more here. Keep them coming. You guys are pretty active today. I like it. Pretty weak on the likes today. I appreciate you guys liking the video. It really helps the channel. KTOS. I was telling you guys to sell this one up here at 45, but it's in the red zone. So again, I don't look to buy stuff in the red zone. I never do. I would look for a pullback into the EMAs here. Okay, it's also red. Nice red candle there on the monthly. I'd like to see a pullback into like 36, 32 to 36. I think that'd be solid. If you can get it down there at 32, just like it pulled back into it there, pulled back in. I want to see a big dip like this. Boom. Eat it up right there. Bang. But as of right now, that one is not on my watch list. It was, but now it's gone. Okay, BBAI. Yep, another one here we called out at. I called this one at $3, guys, back here in May. Okay, the people that don't have the patience don't normally get a benefit from these kind of moves, but we called this one at 3, and we also called it right here at around 350, and it's up at 7 now. So, I mean, the red zone's up there at 10. That's probably where I look to take profits. $9 to $10. It's getting pretty close there. Probably could hit that tomorrow. Monthly's just absolutely popping off here. So I'd probably sell half of my position at 10 and see what it does, but it's getting pretty extended here. Again, a name we were calling at $3 and $3.50 here, and it's absolutely ripping now. Okay, last time people were really excited to buy BBAI was right up here at $10. Okay, everyone was going long up here. Okay, it pulled all the way back down here to 2. And here we are, blasting off here. So you might get your Lambo tomorrow on BBAI. It might hit $9, $10. I would definitely be selling some in that range. I'd be taking some off there in the red zone. Look how extended this blue wave is right now. Okay, that's getting up there. So $9 to $10, I'm selling BBAI because again, we were buying it at $3. So if it hits 10, okay, we're taking our 200% and going and finding another trade. There's no reason to get emotional and get attached to it. Let's just take our profit and go find another setup. We don't have to hope that it's going to keep going up. We just hit our target, we get out, we go find the next one. That's what we do, baby. That's what we do. But that's it for today, folks. If you guys have any questions or anything or need help, hit me up over here inside the Discord. Again, if you guys do not have the trading indicators, you guys can download those right now by going to the trading indicator tab. clicking on this link here, everything loads directly up into your TradingView account. You'll get the Fibonacci, you'll get the red and green dots, the stochastic RSI, everything we talked about in today's episode. If you guys have trouble with that, my email is right there inside of the thread. You can also get access to all the indicator alerts over here inside the Discord. All you got to do is come to the Become a Member tab, and that will get you access to the trade alerts, the watch lists, the advanced market analysis, 24/7 chats, or trade support, member chat. You guys can see all my trades, chart requests for Monday's video giveaways, and more. I appreciate you guys tuning in here today. We will be live again. I'm actually going to move the live to Saturday this week because the 4th of July lands on Friday. That is an American holiday. Shout out to all my patriots, all the Americans, everybody from around the world in the Spartan Army, baby. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys in that live stream. If you guys need me, like I said, just hit me up over here inside the chats or the support chat, or feel free to shoot me an email. Please make sure you guys read the rules. I will never DM you first or add you as a friend on any social media platform, not on Discord, not on TikTok, not on any platform. I will never add you as a friend or send you a DM. Those people are trying to interpret me. They're trying to be me. And yeah, just don't accept any friend requests from anyone named Overkill. If you add me, I'll add you back, but I will never add you first. So please read the rules, guys. I had to ban a couple people over the last couple of days. Please be respectful, okay? Don't beat your chest. Don't be an idiot. Okay, or I will ban you over here. It's less than $4 a month to join if you guys pay for the year. That's less than a Starbucks coffee right now. So if you guys want to join, just come over here, click this link, and you guys can get access to everything in the Discord. The Discord is free to join, though. If you guys want to join, you don't have to be a member to join. You guys can get access to news, watch all the latest replays, and check out the free trading course over here, of course. There's 7 or 8 videos in the course. I'll never charge you guys for information. So you guys can check that out if you want to learn the strategy more. Hit me up over here in the Discord if you guys need me. Welcome to all the new members. I appreciate you guys tuning in, supporting the channel. Love to be back here. And we will be back on Saturday for that live stream going over the watch list here. So make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, never miss a video. God bless y'all. Have a great night, and we'll see you in the next one.